Alrighty. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be operating the PMDG 737-700 down to Victoria. Service from Calgary. Operator under call sign today, WestJet 261. Cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. Block time of an hour and 42 minutes. Short air time today, hour 14 minutes. 435 nautical miles. Got a block fuel today of just under 13,000 pounds with an estimated fuel burn of 6,300 pounds. 120 passengers on board today. It's going to take us out of Calgary off runway 35 right and into Victoria on runway 27. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and like the videos. It does help videos reach my audience further. Without further ado, let's jump on in the aircraft. We got the beautiful Calgary skyline behind us, and we'll get started up. I already got the jetway connected. The ground power unit is also hooked up, and let's go. We'll get up on top here, turn the batteries on, and activate the ground power unit. Window heat can come on. Probes can also come on. Fasten seatbelt sign is switched on. Come up to overhead, let's align our IRSs. On DC, wait for it to hit nav. Sorry, align, and that one's aligned. On DC, and that will automatically come over to align. Awesome. We will turn on our logo lights. Let's get, that's it for lights actually. And we should also switch on, what? Ground power's on. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. No, I think we're alright. Should wait, screen should power up by themselves. Let's head down to our connections. Actually, first let's get GSX and let's start our boarding.
Boarding requested.
Awesome. Go select WestJet. Ground operations. Let's load up our Simbri flight plan. And we'll come to our FMC, position in it. We are at CYYC, which is Calgary.
Do you want to board crew? Pilots
And we're
boarding
at gate
starting.
55 today. Load in our last position. And gate 55 is not in the database, that's okay. Go ahead and request our flight plan.
Crew boarding starting.
Calgary to Charlie Yankee Juliet Victoria. And we are at WestJet 261. Out of Calgary off 36 right, I believe. Let me verify. Sorry, 35 right. 35 right is inserted. Awesome. And let's request our flight plan. Calgary to Victoria. Set our payload and set our fuel. Where did that go? Position in it, route, request, Victoria to Calgary. Sorry, Calgary to Victoria. All that's set. Awesome.
Your crew has boarded.
Select our route. Wait for that to load
Passengers
up.
boarding starting.
And we should be boarding up here as well now, yep. Just waiting for the flight plan to load up. Go ahead and activate that. Execute. Awesome. Runway 35 rate. Execute. Let's go to our pref init. We'll request our pref init. And we can load our pref init. We got a cruise altitude, I believe I said 360. That is correct, 360 is our cruise altitude. So I'll go ahead and enter 360 for final. Swap that, awesome. Go to our N1 limit and we can get our takeoff data. Coming off of, where's it to, 35 rate. Import from aircraft, import the weather, and calculate that. Got a select temp of 43 with takeoff 1. 43 takeoff 1 is selected. And we have 87.9. And that is close enough. Flaps 1 for departure. Insert our center of gravity. Let's get our winds for takeoff. Winds are showing a lovely okay, pretty calm here, 060 at 4 knots. 060 at 4. And I would say we got a dry runway here. Go back to our takeoff. Confirm that our speeds match up. 32, 32, 35. 32, 32, 35. Awesome. Insert those speeds. And then we can go to departure out of arrival, departure out of Calgary. I believe we are direct, which is great. 35 rate selected. Alright, it's active already. We can come back to departure and arrival into Calgary. We'll do the ILS runway 27. And that will be on the Apposat 8 arrival with the booth transition. Execute. Awesome. Everything is going smooth there. Should be just a straight in approach basically to runway 27. I got to re-enter my takeoff speeds. And one limit takeoff 1 temp of 43. Takeoff, perfect. Alright. Boarding should be completed shortly. I'll go ahead now and start up my APU. should start to spoil up here. Awesome, so it is. Set my cruise altitude of 360. Set. And I can also set it on my autopilot control panel. Alright, that's all initiated. Boarding has completed, and I believe we are actually ready for pushback. So what I'll do is I will go to my ground operations. First thing we can do is get the APU generator up and running. Awesome. Let's go set our parking brakes, which they're set. We can remove our chocks, and that should release our ground power unit. Awesome, which it is. And let's also close our doors. Doors are closed and we can arm and pressurize those doors. Awesome. Let's get GSX up and running, and we can request prepare for pushback departure. Should be nose to the left, tail to the right, and runway is
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Taxi. I'll be to the end of the runway facing that direction, if that makes any sense. Let's come up to where we're heading now. Let's get our beacon light can come on, our anti-collision. Fuel pumps can also come
completed. Bypass pin inserted.
on. Electrical 1 and 2. Yaw damper is also on. And we'll switch over to APN gen on the frequency. Awesome. Bring our packs to auto, rate pack can stay off, APU bleed can come on, and 1 and 2 can come off. My friends, we are ready for pushback. We are getting a fuel warning because we do not need our center tanks on. Turn those off. Okay, nose light left, tail to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
And we'll go ahead and release our parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And we are starting our pushback. Turn those sounds up so you can hear the engine start, and let's get on our way. Arisha 6082, can you do Delhi to Paro? Where's Paro to?
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, I could probably do that flight. The thing is, though, that I'm waiting for a new PC component to come in. I'm finding having a bit of lag with the A320. Seems like my PC's been lacking it a little bit, so I might hold off until I get my new components, and then these streams will look way better. You know, I can fly into higher quality airports and that kind of stuff. I thought you, didn't you also request me to do, what's that other airport that you requested? Botan or something? Starting up the left engine now.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, we'll wait for them to disconnect. Looks like we got a good start on both left and right engines. Let's go ahead and transfer to generator power.
Tow truck disconnected.
We
Bypass pin
can
removed.
turn off the APU, and we'll also
Left is clear. Right
isolation
is
valve
clear.
auto, packs to auto. These can come on, APU bleed can come off. Just takes 1 hour 30 minutes. Would you rather me do Delhi to Bohan or Boatan, or would you rather Pero? Maybe I'll do that stream then tomorrow. Alright, let me see what they wanted here for our takeoff trim. Performance tools. Trim should be at 5.25. Let me set that. I believe right there is about 5.25 on the trim. Alright, everything is removed from the aircraft. We can begin our taxi. Let's go up to the overhead and get our taxi light switched to on. Then I'll turn on our wheel well. APU is all powered down. Packs are set. Generators look good. Let's go ahead and get our taxi. Parking brake's coming off. And let's introduce some power. The spoil up sound sounds so good. cloudy day here in Calgary. Better than the past couple of days we had here. Flight Sim Visuals, what is up, brother? Doing good, man. Taking a quick hop over to Victoria now for today's stream. About hour 10 minutes, I think it is on the airtime, hour 15. Just started our taxi out. You can actually arm LNAV and VNAV. Auto brake to RTO. And we can introduce flaps 1 for departure. Flight Sim Visuals, I got that program that you sent me preloaded. I currently got the tab open, so I'm guessing right before I start my descent, or sorry, my approach, I'll turn it on and hopefully it'll be good to go. I'll make this right turn. I downloaded it. If you can see it on my screen now, so I'm guessing all I have to do is just hit record, and then when I'm done, hit pause or stop, and then just replay it from there. Is that all I have to do? Sure work, a treat. I thought that the engine sound bug would be a deal breaker for the PMDG, but it seems to be fixed. Yeah, dude, you can save there, I'm pretty sure too. Awesome, man. Did you, you got GSX after, didn't you? How you finding it? If you exit without, I think you'll lose it forever. Yeah, I don't mind too much about, honestly, like if I don't actually save the file, as long as I can replay it, and then I usually go and use OBS to record the actual clip of the landing. So as long as I can replay it, I'll be happy with it. Yeah, the profile should definitely fix that kind of stuff. Hopefully it works good. I hope so too, brother. I might still record with FSR anyway, just as a backup in case it don't work. But I think it'll be all right. Alright, we'll actually arm our auto throttles today so we don't forget. And let's go up to our overhead and get all of our lights situation on. And lights come on, runway turn offs can come on, strobes can come on. Alright, we are ready. John cabin for good measure. And let's get out of Calgary. Toga. Check it. Rotate. Positive rate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gears coming up. Look at that. Just gonna hold this heading for now. Not gonna follow my flight directors yet. And nose can slowly come down. And we'll bring our first notch of flaps up once we level out. Alright, let's bring our first notch of flaps up. And our only flaps. Alright, flaps are up, let's go direct bow tag. That's executed, we can arm LNAV. Awesome. Fuel truck guy's floating as he drives up and don't even connect a hose, just like, oh, this, yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes, man. Are you sure, too, that you're zoomed in far enough? Because I find sometimes, if I'm not zoomed in far enough, like on the visuals, sometimes stuff like looks a little strange, like sometimes the baggage won't be there. But then if I zoom in, the baggage will actually like go onto the cart and stuff like that. Nice shot of Calgary off to my left. Let's go ahead to the overhead. We can turn off our landing lights, runway turnoffs, taxis, keep logos on, probes, strobe lights can stay on, anti-collision can stay on, moon lights and wheel well can come off. I'm gonna go ahead as well, and let's turn off the fasten seatbelts on. Gonna double check everything's updated and I'll send you some screenshots. Super weird though. Sim looked great by the way. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna decide to not fly into any like heavily FBS airports until my new CPU gets here. So I'm still gonna fly everywhere that I got scenery, but just not heavy on the FBS. And through 18,000, we can go standard on the barrows. Quick trip over the Rockies. The Canadian Rockies. By the way, you still load packs and cargo with the PMDG tablet, even with GSX, right? They don't make this stuff easy to understand. Yeah, man, that's how I did it. I always just used it through the FMC and just automatically set my payload and fuel. I don't know if it's integrated, like, I've never really looked into it, but it's pretty cool. Like, if you had the Phoenix, it'll actually do it all for you through the Phoenix tablet. So like your GSX will automatically load the correct fuel numbers, the correct passenger numbers, and the correct baggage load numbers. But I'm not sure if PMDG can do that. So I just load it all through the FMC. Yeah, no problem, man. I think I might do some tests with it later, but I think today or tomorrow I might pick up FS Realistic as well as what's the other one? Chase Plane. I think that's what it's called, Chase Plane and FS Realistic. I think I'm gonna pick it up. Oil brings proper atmosphere. Yeah, man, for sure. Look at those mountains. I've also been thinking about, I want to look into it more and see some more reviews, but a lot of people uses Rex Atmos, I think it's called. You heard 3 of those will work nicely together? Yeah, I hope so, man. Good thing about FS Realistic and Chase Plane is, you know, there's no FPS loss to it. It's just camera views and sounds pretty much. You know, I kind of like the look of, you know, wiring cruise. Like you kind of shaking a bit and over turbulence. You know, you move around a bit more in the cockpit. X-Plane 11 had a similar freeware thing where you feel the landing and stuff. But yeah, I think I do remember that add-on. I can't remember what it was called. Or the plugin, sorry. X-Plane 11 and 12, it was all plugins. Alright, 1,000 feet to go until top of climb. Like I said, short flight over today. I'd say it won't be very long in cruise altitude, and then we're starting our descent again. Currently over Banff and Canmore. Awesome skiing areas, or snowboarding if you're like me. Up at cruise altitude now of 360, and we got our top descent in 215 nautical miles. Awesome. Looks sick there, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, so I'm really hoping this this new replay tool will be a lot more smoother. Definitely be nice. Seemed great earlier. I'm thinking we try the river visual. At LaGuardia provided this damn GSX plays well. River, I don't even know there was a river visual at LaGuardia. Once I get my new CPU, I can guarantee I'll be flying into a lot more busy airports. Did it yesterday, but had the same sound issues. That sucks, man. Basically, you break off towards Twin Piers, down the Hudson, past like Empire State Central Park, and suddenly return to final runway 13. It's awesome, dude. And now that I think of it, I might have did that that approach in real life. Not in not like flying myself, but as a passenger, I landed into LaGuardia one time, and you could definitely tell he was shooting a visual by the bank angles and stuff of the aircraft. It was definitely nothing an autopilot could do, but we came right over like the Empire State. It was pretty wild. From what I remember, though, I'm pretty sure we made a left turn. So I'm not sure if there's a visual that's that you do a left turn. But it was one of the most craziest approaches. I'll definitely take a look at the chart. Let me open it up here. Okay, nice. Can you also do the approach from the other end? You know what I mean? Like, is there... I don't know, though. Maybe I... So that'll be 134, so subtract 90 degrees. I guess the other runway would be, what, 134? So is there another runway there that's about a heading of 070? Because maybe we would have did it onto runway 07. Those are for 3-1. Just look at the charts for LaGuardia. Airport's warning procedures. I think I know exactly what approach I did in the real world. I did the park visual for runway 31. That's what I did. That was super cool. On a Embraer 175. That's definitely the approach I did. I could just remember the feeling. They call it the expressway by the looks of it. I'm just looking at a video now of somebody doing it. Yeah, I think, yeah, that was definitely the approach that we shot in real life. Actually, I don't know though, because I do remember being a lot closer to all the buildings than what it shows in this video. I think we did come over the Hudson River. So maybe it was on the 1-3. I kind of 100% remember. But I remember us being a lot closer to like all the main buildings. Yeah, maybe it was for one. It's weird. I remember being like super close to the buildings, like definitely closer than what you are on the approach to runway 31. But I thought it was a left turn. Maybe we did go right. It's like 3 years ago, I think, or about 2 years ago. I think when you get close to the final turn, you're about level with some of the highest, to be fair. Yeah, it must have been the river visual then. Must have been. Because, like,
I was honestly like mind blowing when I seen how close we were to the buildings. But I'd say that was probably the coolest approach I've ever been on in my life. When I get my new CPU, man, you can guarantee that we're going to be doing those approaches in the 737 or even Airbus. It's insane that it's a published procedure, especially somewhere like New York. Yeah, dude, that's honestly crazy. Super crazy. But it's awesome that they allow that kind of stuff. What do we got? 130 till top of descent. I'm gonna start inserting my ILS stuff. Let's see. ILS frequency is 109.905. And final approach course is 269. Alright, 269, 269, 109, 905, 109, 905, 109, 905. Awesome. Let's go and turn those on. Look forward to it, dude. Gonna be next level. Sort of using Hudson's little airway. It's neat. Yeah, it's super cool, man. I actually got the SAM. I think it's called SAM Scene 3D New York City Times or something like that. So the computer's definitely gonna be running like a jet to do that approach. I got like all of the massive buildings. But the new CPU should be able to handle it when it comes. Especially with the 737. I don't know how good it's going to be with the Phoenix, but with the 737 it should be fine. It's going to be amazing, man, for sure. I'm super hyped for it. I should start doing a lot more Europe flying as well. The only thing is I don't know the procedures is good in Europe compared to the States and Canada. Let's go take a look at what our plan looks like. Basically going to be a right downwind for the ILS for runway 27, which is fine. If I take LAFO, insert it in here, what's that going to look like? Okay, that's fine. I think I'm going to execute that. There's no ATC online. We'll drop that in. If we need to go heading mode, we will. Intercept it ourselves. Awesome. Not bad for the AFK, my dude, but I hear you about the approaches. LOL, when I fly in the US, I feel out of depth. Yeah, man, it's a bit different going from different countries and stuff like that. What are we at, man? We are at 84 nautical miles till top of descent, so you should be able to get to watch my landing. Pretty certain that we will not experience any lag on this approach. These airports aren't FPS heavy at all. From Sim Add-ons, I believe the developer is called. Got Kelowna right under us to our left. Nice, man. Hopefully nice and smooth for you. Yeah, man. It should be a good approach. Should be nice and scenic as well with all the mountains in the background. See what the weather is looking like in Victoria. There's looking 060 at 3 knots, so hardly any wind. 30 statute miles visibility, fuel clouds at 6,700, fuel clouds at 9,000, broken 13,000, awesome. VFR weather. Just what we like. Hopefully weather and FPS gods are on your good side though, man. Yeah, I'm almost positive there should be no problem with the FPS coming into this airport. Sim add-ons always has super smooth airports. So I expect no issues. Alright, 40 nautical miles to go. Let me go ahead and look at the chart. LS runway 27. Minimums are 200. Elevation's only 64 feet. So we can plan to be at LAFO, not below 2300, and to intercept the glide path. Awesome. So we'll probably just plan to be at LAFO then at or sorry, yeah, 2300. So we'll be at LAFO for 2300. Make a right turn and it should intercept us. Awesome. So I'm going to set my altitude all the way down to 2300. Which is set. And I can see our top descent making its way in now. I also got a new video that I've made this morning. I'm gonna review the Coronado Beach 1900. Sorry, Beach 1900. I wish the Coronado Beach 200. That's the aircraft that I was telling you about that got a few issues. With some of the controls. So you'll see now as well, like what I was talking about with the aircraft, with the torque settings. You bring the props back, the torque should go up, but the torque goes down. Hopefully Coronado sees the video and does something about it. Be sure to watch it. Thanks, man. After this stream, I shall edit the video, and it'll be up either tonight or I'm also thinking about tomorrow, because I might not be able to stream tomorrow, because I got a flight in real life. I have work, but yeah, we'll see how the editing goes. Just about to start our top of descent. Start heading down here now any minute. Sure, a safe flight or alive. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. It's supposed to be nice weather anyway. It's supposed to be all VFR weather, so the shooting visual approach is IRL. Alright, vertical profile is captured. We are descending down now. Looks like we got a little bit of weather straight ahead and to our left. Should be, should still be fine, hopefully, for the approach. I will turn the seatbelt sign on before we head through that. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the seatbelt sign on. Probably gonna pick up a little bit of rain. I'm gonna go ahead as well. Turn on my engine anti-ice.
Let's go get our landing. Runway 27. Board aircraft details. Flaps 30 landing. Calculate, got a VREF of 135. On 18,000 feet. We gotta see if there's a updated Mentor or Victoria. Is now showing altimeter of 299 or 8. Should be out of this layer at 13,000 feet. So we'll earn 299 or 8. Awesome. Person low 18,000, altimeter 299 or 8 is set on the left.
right and center. And there's Vancouver. Sort of see all the buildings trying to load in down there. About to descend below 13,000. Should come out of this layer here now shortly. This frequency, and we should pop out of this layer any second.
Looks like the plane is trying to break through. There we go. Just starting to come into view now. Alright, through 10,000, let's get our lights on. Landing lights on, runway turn offs, taxi light come back on. Turn on my wing lights, and I'll leave my wheel well off. Out of the clouds, engine ideas can come off. Yeah, let's introduce some flaps and start slowing down. Set a managed speed. Looks lovely, man. Yeah, it looks pretty good, hey. Go ahead and arm our speed brakes. Awesome. See the airport just up ahead here. Starting that left-hand turn. On that right downwind now for runway 07.
I'm in heading select mode. We're going to extend this approach just a little bit so we can be more centered. Give yourself more time to slow down. Visuals look good so far. About 120. Flight sim visuals. Do you know how long that replay will record for? Let's say I will shortly set that up. I can probably start recording now, I guess. As long as you like my guy, awesome. Let's go get that recording now so we don't forget. Alright, this is a recording. Hopefully everything goes smooth. Let's go ahead and arm our localizer. Localizer is captured. Airstrip beneath us. Go ahead and arm the approach. Looks like Gladstone is captured as well. Awesome. Verify that program is still recording, which it is. Awesome. Flight sim visuals, if you know, once you're done the recording, do you hit pause or do you hit stop?
2500.
I'm gonna stop talking now and let's shoot this approach. Wish me no luck and no lag. Alright, welcome down to Victoria. See flex and visuals, I told you I can land when I don't have those lag spikes. As long as I don't have those lag spikes, I'm chilling, bro.
left turn, come back. Yeah, that landing wasn't too bad. I'm happy with that. Good frame rates. I know, man. But every single time you see me land, it's always absolute crap because I always get those lag streaks. Exactly. It's always nice when the game doesn't fight you on final. That's right. So it's the same thing, flights and visuals, like don't shut down my engines or anything like that. Should I still arm my speed brake, arm my auto brake, that kind of stuff, or put my flaps down? God, I'm stupid. The terminal is all the way over there. There's my charts up there. That's right, I couldn't use those as an excuse just to get out of here. This guy on the grass. Like literally the same thing as you did, if it makes sense. Yeah, bro, so you can leave it as it is. You know, put the flaps through brakes, great, awesome. Absolutely awesome. See how the replays look. Faster. The flight school over there. As long as the gear is down, you should be good to go. Awesome. We'll see how it looks. As long as the gear's down, you should be good to go. Awesome, man, awesome. I got a question for you. On my YouTube shorts, would you like, I need your personal opinion. Do you think it looks better with just 2 views or 3 views? The most recent one I uploaded had 3 views, and the one before that only had 2 views. I mean, like, cockpit and external and wing views. What do you think looks better? Just having all 3 of them, or 2? Genuinely curious, because chances are if you like it, other people will as well. It's a nice little airport. ahead and set our park and brake. And let's turn all of our lights on again for the landing video. All right, let's give it a look and see how it looks. All right, stop the recording. Now, should be able to go back and play that. Let's see.
You're leaving alive.
Oh, dude, I can already tell this is going to be so much smoother.
Sync
Maybe.
rate. Hold up. Sync rate. Hold up.
Oh, maybe not.
Sync rate.
How come the plane just wants to fall out of the sky? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now, before I fully commit, okay, so I'm not sure why my speed brakes are out though. Maybe I do have to arm them. Probably won't let me at the moment. Okay, I lied, yes it will. This honestly might be perfect. Alright, let me go back and record the views. Let's say start maybe about right here. And let's play it.
1,000.
Spoilers are already earned. Perfect. Let's go to our wing view. And stop talking. What the fuck? Dude, what just happened? Oh my god, that is hilarious. I just got pranked, bro. What happened there? Let me try that again. I don't know what that was about, man. I'm so confused what happened there.
1,000.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing as you, man. I thought the plane was a bit low and all of a sudden it just fell out of the sky. Maybe this time will be a little bit better to see.
500.
I definitely look higher, I feel
400.
like.
300. 200.
Yeah, okay. I think it's fine this time. I have no idea what happened
100.
there, but this looks
50.
fine.
30. 20. 10.
Look at that. Held the pappies the whole way down pretty much. Butter, man. Butter. Alright, let me try to get that wing view again. I don't know what happened to that replay. That was hilarious. Yeah, man, I'm very happy with that. That worked excellent. Absolutely excellent. Literally all I did too was just download it, connect it to the sim, and or sorry, all I did was just download it, open it, and already connected to the sim, no problem. Everything worked beautifully. Let me get an exterior view. Soft was 30 pounds, exactly. Yeah, man, it seems to work perfect. Besides that crash, but it seems fine. Yeah, the services work great. I never noticed that my reverse thrust was working on it. Let me check that now. Let's see how the replay opens up. actually ran outside of the simulator for the Phoenix app. So I'm curious to know what it's saying. I also might give it a try and just test it right now. Let's go ahead and see how I go ahead and actually do it. Let's go here, all the way back to the deals and press menus. Alright, we'll come in the aircraft first, go ahead and get our APU generators to on. Off APU power now, let's turn off all these lights again. And like I said, we are on APU power. We can go ahead and shut down number 1, number 2. Can't hear me too well? How's that now? Is that any better? Alright. Okay, so that's already all up. Awesome. Let me go ahead with GSX.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Parking brake probably would be a good idea. Definitely got to customize the airport position here. Yeah, I probably was a bit loud when I was outside. Apologize for that. What I was saying though was I might go ahead and actually try to load up the Phoenix and see if it works with the Phoenix. Because a lot of the Phoenix systems are
Boarding requested.
actually ran in the background. Like not actually in the simulator. A lot of the Phoenix systems are actually ran in the background, not through the simulator. So it'd be interesting to know if that works good. Yeah, man, I'll test it out. I'll do it on stream, actually. I don't mind. Look at that. GSX even works after the recording. Dude, that is super sweet. I'm excited. Thank you for letting me know about that add-on, Flight Sim Visuals. Works like a charm. What else can I do here? I can go and ground power can come on. I can turn off my APU. Fuel pumps can also come off. No need to thank you, dude. Yeah, man. Let's give it a test. All right. Well, that will do it for that portion of the stream. I'm gonna go and test the Phoenix now with the with this add-on recorder. I'm just gonna stay live on this live stream. But if anybody don't want to watch that, they can end the stream here. Appreciate you guys for watching though, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, as it helps my videos reach further audiences. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. All right, Flight Sim Visuals. Let's load it up and see if it works. Let's take out the baby bus, the 319. The only thing is though, I got to take off from an actual airport. I can't just spawn in the airport or else the Phoenix does some crazy things. And this sim just crashed.